The scene takes place on a cold winter night. A family, already used to strange phenomena in their home, captured what they describe as a disturbing apparition on their security camera. It all begins when the father briefly steps outside to take out the trash. Nothing unusual so far. But as he walks back toward the house, he suddenly feels an unsettling sensation, as if someone or something is standing right behind him. Intrigued and visibly uncomfortable, he decides to check the security footage. What he discovers is beyond comprehension. In the recording, he can be seen walking toward the front door, keys in hand. As he prepares to unlock it, a translucent shape briefly appears behind him. The silhouette seems to materialize for just a moment, almost visible to the naked eye. What makes it even stranger is the precise moment when the man suddenly turns around, as if he had sensed a presence. When the footage is slowed down, the shape appears to have contours resembling a head with a large eye. Some theories suggest it could simply be a gust of wind blowing snow in a way that creates an optical illusion. But for this family, who have already experienced unusual events in their home, that explanation is not enough. The events of that night left them with more questions than answers. One thing is certain, whether rational or paranormal, this video will not be forgotten anytime soon. After decorating their Christmas tree, Cristobal Cifuentes and his brother were proud of their work. They took a photo of the tree to send to their mother and show her that they had managed everything on their own. What was supposed to be a happy memory quickly turned strange. A few days later, their mother looked at the photo and asked them, "Did someone come over that day?" Surprised, the two brothers replied that they had been alone all day. But their mother insisted, pointing out a disturbing detail. In the reflection of a framed picture near the tree, a face can be seen, the face of a woman with her eyes closed, as if watching from a corner of the room. The chilling detail was impossible to ignore. Convinced they had been alone, the brothers carefully analyzed the image with their mother. She did not recognize the face, but she mentioned that it strangely resembled a relative who had passed away years earlier. Was it a simple coincidence? Or a real presence drawn to the special atmosphere of the holidays? Sometimes, what we believe to be an ordinary moment can reveal something far more unsettling. What seemed like an ordinary evening turned into a terrifying experience for this man. Curious or perhaps unaware of the risks, he decided to attempt a ritual inside his home. At first, everything felt calm, but the atmosphere quickly became heavy. Unexplained noises echoed through the house, and a strange feeling of unease settled in. Unable to shake the oppressive sensation, he grabbed his phone and took photos of the dark hallway that seemed to be the source of the disturbances. What he captured is beyond disturbing. In one of the photos, a sinister silhouette appears, partially hidden behind the corner of the hallway. Its face looks grotesque, almost distorted, and it seems to be staring directly into the camera. But that's not all. Looking more closely, an even more chilling detail becomes visible. A second, pale, motionless face can be seen reflected in a door behind him. This second face, though frozen, carries an unsettling presence, as if it were silently watching. Were these entities a response to the ritual, or had they always been there, simply waiting to be discovered? These images remind us that sometimes curiosity can open doors that should have remained closed. A surveillance camera captured a chilling event that leaves very little room for imagination. The footage shows a curious child checking several locked doors. What begins as an ordinary moment slowly shifts into something far more disturbing. As the child approaches the second door, a dark shadow suddenly bursts into the frame. What happens next is deeply unsettling. The child appears to be violently pushed by the mysterious silhouette, losing balance and crashing heavily to the floor. Many viewers believe this shadow represents a paranormal entity directly interacting with the boy. While some attempt to offer rational explanations, such as lighting effects or video manipulation, the clarity of the shadow and the visible impact on the child only fuel speculation. What was that force? A simple illusion? Or an entity attempting to make its presence known? Perhaps that place hides darker secrets than anyone imagined. Tiago Furasao, a Brazilian YouTuber known for exploring abandoned and supposedly haunted locations, returns with another gripping investigation. This time, he and his team entered a sinister house, left abandoned for decades. According to local legends, the property is haunted by the spirits of a candy seller and a young girl he allegedly injured. The story goes that the tragedy reached its peak when the girl's father, driven mad by grief, killed the man in revenge. Filmed entirely at night, the investigation immerses viewers in a tense exploration filled with threatening shadows and silent corridors. The team soon encounters strange phenomena that intensify the already oppressive atmosphere of this dark and tragic location.
Tá trancado.
Strange noises echo throughout the house, adding palpable tension. At one point, after returning inside, the team captures a chilling scene that defies explanation.
Caraca, mano! Thaís do céu!
Que foi?
A disturbing face appears to be watching them from the shadows. Shaken, Thiago decides to enter the room to verify what he saw. To his great shock, there is absolutely no one there.
Tá aqui, ó. Tá aqui. Tem alguém aí.
The tension rises even further when one member of the team is suddenly struck by an object that appears to have been thrown in their direction.
Foi isso, Thaís? O que foi?
The unexpected violence of the incident forces the team to question whether they should continue the investigation, fearing that the presence inside the house is becoming increasingly aggressive.
Alguma coisa muito ruim lá, cara.
Tô te falando, cara, tô te falando.
Sua boca tá sangrando, cara.
Thiago Furasao and his team delivered an investigation filled with chills, leaving viewers on edge. The disturbing footage and unexplained phenomena continue to spark debate, as many wonder whether the team will have the courage to return and uncover more secrets hidden within that mysterious house. A dark tunnel, an abandoned psychiatric hospital, and an unexplained disappearance. This is the chilling setting of the next video. A man and his friend were exploring the location, filled with history and mystery, when they suddenly became separated. Despite repeatedly calling out, His friend seemed to vanish into the oppressive silence of the tunnel.
Matt? Oh. I told you he's sick, he needed to take a breather. Matt! Following us? Why is he behind me 5 seconds ago when he was there? You need to stop playing around, man. Matt! Oh, he's freaking us out. Just go, take the right hand turn.
Moving forward, alone in the darkness, the tension builds. Armed only with a flickering flashlight, he scans every corner, hoping to find his friend. But what suddenly appears in front of him exceeds all expectations. A mysterious silhouette emerges, motionless, seemingly watching him from the darkness. The oppressive atmosphere makes the encounter even more terrifying. Panicking, he steps backward, unable to comprehend what he has just seen. The silhouette he encountered in the tunnel was not his friend. So, where is he? The most terrifying part of this story isn't what he saw, it's what he didn't find. What if whatever lurks in the shadows had already found his friend? Or worse, what if that silhouette was only a warning and he was next? The owner of a cyber cafe noticed a strange incident inside his establishment, captured by the security cameras. At first, he was convinced that a rat was responsible for the mess and contacted a pest control technician to investigate. However, after a thorough inspection, the technician found absolutely no evidence of rodents anywhere in the building. Disturbed by the situation, the owner showed him the security footage. What they saw was anything but ordinary. Another camera captured a different angle of the incident. The object falls in a way that cannot easily be explained by the presence of a simple rodent. Although the technicians left without any rational explanation, the owner remains haunted by the footage. What if it wasn't an animal, but something invisible and unexplainable roaming between the cafe walls? Now, every night when the lights go out, one question lingers. What else could emerge from the darkness? In 2017, a disturbing video emerged, captured by a dash cam as a car drove through a quiet residential neighborhood late at night. At first, everything appears normal. But as the vehicle turns a corner, a chilling scene is revealed.
Okay, that's a bit scary.
Yeah,
That's a bit scary.
that is very scary.
That's
Alright, my traction control just came on.
yeah, that's
In the middle of the road, a motionless figure dressed entirely in white is sitting, blocking the way. The driver, visibly panicked, takes no chances and quickly shifts into reverse, fleeing the scene rather than risking a confrontation. Some speculate that this strange and immobile figure may have been hiding darker intentions, a tactic sometimes used to stop vehicles and rob drivers. If that were the case, the driver's quick reaction may have prevented a far more dangerous situation. Imagine receiving a notification from your doorbell camera in the middle of the night without realizing that what you are about to see will disturb you deeply. That is exactly what happened to one homeowner when he reviewed footage of a late-night visitor. The video shows an older woman slowly approaching the front door. She stares directly into the camera with an unsettling, almost frozen smile that lasts far too long to feel natural. Then, without saying a word or making any additional movement, she abruptly turns and disappears into the darkness. Deeply disturbed, the homeowner alerted his neighbors and contacted local authorities, hoping to identify the mysterious woman. During what was supposed to be a routine nighttime guard mission, a military unit was securing an undisclosed location. Everything seemed calm until a soldier equipped with a camera captured something completely inexplicable. The footage shows a white silhouette suddenly appearing near the soldiers. Alerted by the unusual sight, the soldier filming quickly adjusts his camera to observe the figure more closely. But as he attempts to approach, the silhouette vanishes without leaving a trace. With no context and no explanation, the event remains a total mystery. Was it simply an illusion caused by nighttime conditions? Or a genuine supernatural manifestation? The answer is up to you. Young Baiman, a cafe employee in Penang, Malaysia, recently shared a video on TikTok that left viewers unsettled. The incident occurred shortly after 10:30 p.m. while he was serving a customer. After hearing a sudden noise behind him, Yang initially assumed it was something minor. However, upon reviewing the security footage, he discovered something inexplicable. An object placed on the counter suddenly moves in a sharp and unnatural way, nearly falling to the floor. The motion appears too forceful to be caused by simple vibrations or airflow. Disturbed by what he saw, Yang began wondering whether the cafe might be haunted. Some viewers believe it is a paranormal manifestation, while others attempt to provide more rational explanation. One thing is certain, since that night, the atmosphere inside the cafe feels far less peaceful. During what was meant to be a peaceful camping trip, a man experienced something he will never forget. The video shows a disturbing event that occurred just outside his tent. What should have been a quiet night under the stars quickly turned into something far more terrifying. In the footage, he urgently grabs his phone to record what appears to be something unusual. A ghostly silhouette briefly appears, its glowing eyes piercing through the darkness. After the incident, the camper claimed he felt a strange presence throughout the entire night. Some viewers believe he may have disturbed an entity tied to that location, while others suggest it could have been a warning. The silhouette, though unexplained, almost seems aware of being observed, as if it wanted to be seen. During a nighttime drive, a motorcyclist was recording his ride when something unexpected chilled him to the bone. What was meant to be a simple late-night ride turned into a deeply unsettling, As he rides carefully along the empty road, a white silhouette suddenly appears at the side of the road. The figure stands motionless, almost unreal, illuminated by the beam of his headlight. Although startled, the motorcyclist continues forward, but the image remains permanently captured on camera. Was it simply a strange passerby? Or something that defies rational explanation? In the silence of that deserted road, the figure may be hiding a darker mystery than it first appears. A calm night quickly turned into a terrifying experience for a homeowner when something unexpected happened at his front door. What seemed like an ordinary evening suddenly became deeply unsettling. The security camera captures a pale, frightening hand slipping through the mail slot, slowly reaching toward the door lock. The intrusion is deliberate and threatening, as if the hand is attempting to unlock the door from the inside. Thanks to the live security feed, the homeowner reacts immediately. He rushes forward, grabs a baseball bat, and strikes the hand, forcing it to withdraw instantly. The mystery remains who did that hand belong to, and what were its intentions. Was it a bold intruder, or something far more sinister? Either way, that night will never be forgotten. A perfect family photo, or almost. The following clip has no known source. All we know is that it is a live photo captured on an iPhone. For those who don't know, a live photo records 3 seconds of video before and 3 seconds after the moment the picture is taken, allowing for the perfect capture. What could that white silhouette be? It appears as if someone is crawling directly behind the group. Whatever it is, it was not visible in the original still image. If you feel brave enough, you can click on this next video to get even more scared, unless you're too afraid.